You might be one coin away from a major payday or a piece of history. Hunt for rare coins. The coins in this video that we go over are incredibly rare and valuable. Some coins are worth way more than you'd expect, just for a small detail that most people will miss. In this video, you're going to learn about key dates, mint marks, and air types. This isn't just a hobby, it's a treasure hunt that could change your life forever. Now let's go ahead and hop into this video with this wheat cent penny coin. This is a 1914 Denver issued wheat cent coin graded by PCGS at a very good 10. Now this coin had a total mintage of 1,193,000 coins, which may seem like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, that's not really that many coins. You can see that the condition here is not that good at all, a very good 10, which on the grading scale, 1 is the lowest and 70 is the highest. This one got a 10. The main thing I want you guys to be looking for is the 1914 Denver issued coin. So that D mint mark right there is what we want to be looking for. $198 it sold for. Running up next is the 1922 1 cent coin. Now, did you know that typically Denver, Philadelphia, and San Francisco will issue coinage, and sometimes West Point Mint? In this case, in 1922, Denver was the only U.S. mint to produce wheat cent penny coins. So this is what you want to be looking for on your 1922 coin. When it comes to a mint mark, the D on your coin stands for the Denver Mint. Now, most of the time, Philadelphia will either have no mint mark or a P mint mark. Now, as you can see here, there is no D mint mark, which a lot of people say, hey, shouldn't this be a Philadelphia issued coin? When in reality, it might seem like it because there's no mint mark, but instead, this is a mistake that happened during the minting process where one of the dies was polished too much and it left no D. So this is a Denver issued coin with no mint mark. This is a weak obverse or front of the coin and a strong reverse or back of the coin. PCGS graded this coin at a very fine 25. This 1922 no D wheat cent penny coin, even in this low grade, sold for $840. Did you know before the Jefferson nickel, the US produced a buffalo nickel like this? That's right. This 1937 Denver issued coin is a 5-cent buffalo nickel. This one was graded by PCGS at a genuine fine details. Now, the reason this coin did not get a numeric grade is because it was damaged. That's right, this coin was scratched. So if you damage your coin or scratch it too hard, you are simply decreasing the value of your coin. There was a mintage of 17,826,000 of these coins, and what you really need to look for on this 1937 Denver issued coin is this rare variety. This is what we call a 3-legged buffalo. So if you look on the back of the coin, you can only see 1, 2, and 3 legs. That first leg is completely missing. That is why this is a 3-legged buffalo, a very rare coin for collectors, and this coin sold for $468. $660 for this 5-cent buffalo nickel. This one graded at a PCGS genuine good, so the condition is even worse. However, it sold for $660. Why would it sell for more money? Well, quite simple. This is what we call a 1918/7 coin. If you look very closely at the date, you're going to see this is a mint mistake, okay? So if you have a buffalo nickel from 1918, you want to look for this rare variety with the 7 on the 8. Very collectible, very hard to come by. Once again, $660 it sold for. All right, one of my favorite types of coins. This is a 10-cent Mercury dime. So before the US Roosevelt dime, the United States made this Mercury dime. Now, this is a genuine coin, as are all coins we go over in our videos. This one is from a very important date, okay? The figure that you see with the profile picture there is Lady Liberty. A lot of people back in the day thought it was an allegorical figure, possibly the Greek god Mercury. But that is not the case. It is Lady Liberty. Just a fun fact as to why people call this the Mercury dime. This coin was graded by PCGS at a very fine 30. This 1942 variety is really rare, and you should look at every 1942 coin that you have because you want to be looking for the 1942 over 1 variety. There were 205,432,329 of these coins ever produced, and this example sold for $600 because of the rare 1942 over 1 variety. If you want to look for an even more rare coin, look at this one. So this is a 1916 D 10-cent Mercury dime graded by PCGS at about about good 3. That is very low of a grade. This coin sold for $720. This is what we call a key date coin. Okay, write this one down, guys. Don't forget it. 1916D is the date you want to be looking for. And get this, guys, there were only 264,000 of these coins produced. Typically, there are hundreds of millions of coins produced for a specific series. Crazy, right? That's a very small number there. Once again, $720. If the condition was better, it would have sold for a lot more money. Here we go, guys. One of my all-time favorites. You have the first year of issue, 1932 Washington Quarter. So this is the first year the Washington Quarter ever was produced. And you can see this example was created by PCGS at a very fine 20. This 1932 Denver issued coin. You can see that D mint mark on the back bottom center of the coin. This coin also has an inherent silver value. That's right, guys. 90% silver, 10% copper on this 6.25 gram weight coin. This one was able to sell for $115 at a very fine 20 grade by PCGS. Here we go, 1943 25-cent Washington Quarter. PCGS graded this coin at a good 6, a very low grade. This is a coin that you can find out in pocket change. One thing you really got to be looking for here is what's called a doubled die obverse. So the die that was striking this coin accidentally got doubled before it struck the coin. It's very challenging to see at times. You're going to need some sort of magnification to see the DDO in this example. However, once you look close enough, you can see the obverse, or the front of the coin, is doubled. That's why this coin sold for $169. We do hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.